Mr. Speaker, welcome.
And there is now a bill, the so-called Hillary Benn, Oliver Letwin bill on the statute book, which is intended to prevent a no-deal Brexit from the Union before the 31st of October. Whether that bill's the right bill or not is a matter of opinion. Whether we leave the European Union or not is a matter of opinion. Whether we leave the European Union or not with a deal or without a deal is a matter of opinion. As Speaker, all I have been seeking to do is to facilitate the desire of the House of Commons, of which as Speaker I am the chair, saying to colleagues, if this is what you want, this is orderly, this can happen, over to you. I think the Prime Minister will do whatever he thinks is right for the country, and will make a calculation also about his best chance of support, as any politician would do. If you're asking me, do I think that there is any reason to suppose that that calculation will have been changed by the fact of documents disclosed, I'm not aware of that. I think he will just make a fair-minded judgment in his own terms, knowing what his colleagues think, knowing what Parliament thinks, as to what he should do. As to whether Parliament, is more likely to take a different view than it's already taken, it's very difficult to predict.
So, welcome to the Big Apple. Thank you. Give my love to my cousins across the pond. I do have a question.
In terms of the future, I stand by, I'm sorry if it's a bit prosaic and unimaginative from your point of view, but I stand by this proposition. There are three ways to proceed in relation to Brexit. Leave with a deal, leave by resolution of Parliament with no deal, or put the matter back into the melting pot. And I say, just in case there is any lurking cynic who is not of your number, who is thinking of penning something about this appearance, I say for the avoidance of doubt, in terms that are of crystal clarity and which brook of no legitimate misunderstanding, so I hope an individual concerned will get the point, I am not arguing for one course of action in this circumstance as against another. What I am arguing is that in a parliamentary democracy, Parliament cannot be ejected from the centre stage of the attempted dispute resolution process and the pursuit of closure on the matter of Brexit. All I'm saying is we're a parliamentary democracy, there will be different opinions, there will be members of the public with different opinions, there will be media outlets with different opinions to which they are entitled, but no force on earth, as far as I'm concerned, is going to stop Parliament in a parliamentary democracy deciding what course it wishes to chart. Is a no-deal Brexit before the 31st of October possible? Well, not unless Parliament changes the law. Not unless Parliament changes the law. I cannot see that happening unless Parliament changes the law, and I'm not expecting that to happen. But other people may have a different view.
I think that you've emphasized a bit.
It's for you to judge whether you think on the whole Brexit is a good thing or a bad thing. What I feel is that Brexit has ultimately to be in the hands of and determined by the representative democratic bodies of the United Kingdom. That is to say, the House of Commons and the House of Lords, which are our legislature. There has been a referendum, and that's extremely important, but that doesn't mean that thereafter Parliament just gives up and takes no view on the matter. Parliament hasn't given up. Parliament is taking views on the matter, And my strong expectation is that it will continue to do so between now and the end of October, and probably for some period thereafter. Because even if an agreement one way or the other, or a resolution is reached on Brexit, there will be ongoing debate about the future relationship between the UK and the EU for at least the next 5 years, and more likely the next 10, and possibly the next 20.
On behalf of everyone here, and on behalf of NYU's Arthur Carter Journalism Institute, we want to thank you, Mr. Speaker, for joining us.
Thank you. I say a big thank you. I'm sorry we ran out of time, but...